Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over some Steam news and updates on various games. Bit of an update on Call of Duty. I know all of your guys' favorite franchises. Don't you lie to me. I know all of you guys been grinding on Modern Warfare 2. Obviously, I kid. I did play MW2 like quite religiously when it came out. Like I sunk an absurd amount of time into that game when it came out. But going forward, future Call of Duty titles are gonna be on one location on Steam. We'll talk about that. You guys may have noticed it if you browse Steam today that all of Call of Duty is now in one area. So we'll talk about that. An upcoming PlayStation 5 console exclusive that's also coming to PC and Steam. Yes, this is a day one PlayStation published title, which you don't see a lot of these, and this may be the first one. Don't quote me on that, but this may be the first PlayStation published title that is a day one release on both PC and on PlayStation. Now, it does have a multiplayer focus, so I think there's a lot of logic in why it's day and date on PlayStation 5, and I don't think that this is going to be the norm outside of games that are, that are multiplayer focused, but it's something to consider. But right off the top, all in one place, Call of Duty. Going forward, future Call of Duty titles can be played from the same location on Steam. This should make deploying to the battlefield even more straightforward, so you and your squad can worry less about where to launch and more about how to score your next victory. You can continue diving straight into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Warzone from one central location now represented by the Call of Duty logo. Call of Duty Vanguard, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and other Call of Duty titles will continue to be accessed separately on the favorites list and in your library. So future Call of Duty titles, I think, will all be implemented within this new all-in-one place for Call of Duty. Kind of interesting. What's more interesting to me about Call of Duty this time around is that Modern Warfare 2 has gone on sale way quicker than future Call of Duty, than older Call of Duty games, excuse me. Modern Warfare 2 has been available for $38.49. That's the price it's available for right now. And if you're familiar with Call of Duty, like, those games were retained in price for a long time. However, you should also notice that right now it's getting absolutely panned. I guess they like reset the reviews for the game on Steam because Modern Warfare 2 is now listed at having 290 all-time Steam reviews. 16% of those reviews are positive. Oh my goodness. Not very good there, to say the least. And then recent reviews, 304 reviews, 17% positive. I don't know how they're coming up with these numbers, but all of these reviews are from, like, you know, today and yesterday, I believe. So I don't know what's going on there. All of the other Call of Duty titles are on sale. MW2 from 09 is 25% off for $14.99. MW3 is 50% off for $19.99. How much is Black Ops? Black Ops prices are always, like, so egregious. Okay, Black Ops 3 is at least finally 67% off for $19.79. One of my buddies was wanting to pick up Black Ops 3 a couple days ago, and he just saw the price point of like $60 and like just lost his mind and started complaining at me. I'm like, bro, I don't price these Call of Duty games. What are you talking to me for? But nonetheless, if you do want to pick up any of the older Call of Duty games, the opportunity is there. But I think these deals are ending fairly soon, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But I'm sure they'll come back around. So there you go with that. Call of Duty now all in one place with the Call of Duty listing on Steam. So there you go with that if you're interested in that. Moving on from that, I do want to give you guys a quick heads up. PlayStation published title in Helldivers 2 is rumored for a release sometime in October. This comes from Insider Gaming, which claims to have gotten a hold of the Sony partnership mission briefing that does claim that the game will be released sometime in October. Now, Helldivers 2 is a game done by Arrowhead Game Studios, a studio that is not owned by PlayStation, but PlayStation is publishing Helldivers 2. There's a lot of rumblings about PlayStation potentially and Sony potentially acquiring Arrowhead Studios. Who knows if that's going to happen? Helldivers 2, I think, looks really great. Like, I think if you're into co-op titles, Helldivers 2 is a game that you should absolutely have on your radar. It's not a game that you probably want to pick up if you're looking to do solo gaming. Like, probably not going to be something you really enjoy. Helldivers 1 is available on PC, and what's interesting about this is Helldivers 1 came out in March of 2015 on PlayStation 4, came out on PC 9 months later in December of 2015. It was another game developed by Arrowhead, published by PlayStation, but there was a 9-month delayed release. That should not be the case with Helldivers 2. It's going to have a day-and-date release with PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 5 version and the PC version of the game, which don't expect this to be a regular popular thing outside of the multiplayer focused and live service titles. Those games, I highly expect them to be on PC day and day, because how do these games have longevity? You have to have a dedicated, consistent player base, and while Helldivers isn't necessarily going to be a game like, let's say, a Fair Game or a Concord that Sony's also going to be publishing, because those games are going all in on the live service style, trying to, implement a lot of microtransactions and all of that. That's what I expect, and those games will be available day and date on PC. The multiplayer-focused titles, I think, in general, should be on PC day one. There's a Horizon multiplayer game that is reportedly in development, and who knows, there's multiple Horizon multiplayer games. There's an MMO, apparently, in development, and then there's also more of a multiplayer game that's just like a co-op style game. And that game, I believe, should be on PC day one as well. Anything that's multiplayer focused, like, you gotta put it on PC right away, just so you can stabilize and have a consistent user base, because that's a big problem with multiplayer games in general. They just fall off in terms of how many people are playing the game, and why would you want to do a PS5 only release for a multiplayer title just to have that player base dwindle? There are some games that are gonna have a consistent player base, but a lot of these games, like Helldivers 2, I don't know if it's gonna have a consistent player base. I don't know if this is going to be a game that a ton of people are going to be playing. Maybe day one, month one, but then what happens month 2, 3, 6? That's something to consider as well. There's a lot of multiplayer games that Sony could publish. I have been of the mindset that Sony should just sink the money and do a Killzone 2 remaster. Can you imagine that being on PC and PlayStation 5 day one, a Killzone 2 remaster, or a brand new Killzone game, whatever they want to do, day one, available on both platforms. Let's say it's, a full price game, has a campaign. You telling me that's not gonna do well? Oh, I think it would do terrifically well. So that's why, sometimes Sony's, MO with this kind of stuff, one of these studios, you could have just let them do a Killzone remaster, or you could have let them do a new Killzone game. Does anybody think Fair Game or Concord? I don't even want to, crap on these games, given that all we got is CG trailers, but I just hear these names of Fair Game and Concord, and I'm just like, bro, I don't know if these games are gonna do well. Maybe that's just me living in the past, being so attached to nostalgia that I'm like, give me my Killzone, give me my SOCOM. But those are, the multiplayer franchises I think people want to see, and maybe some of you guys are like, yo, let the past live in the past, let it die out, let's get new IPs. But for me, Killzone's been absent for how long? Shadowfall wasn't that great. A Killzone game that would be available on PC and PlayStation day one, I think would do incredibly well. But for now, you got Helldivers 2, and Helldivers 2 is a substantial lift up from Helldivers 1, and it's a third-person action shooter. Expect over-the-top gameplay. The gameplay we've seen thus far, I think, for this game has looked great, and I don't think Sony has done a good job in terms of promoting this game, but hopefully if we do get closer to the release, that'll ramp up. The only thing to consider is that if it's coming out in October, man oh man, is there going to be so much competition with titles like Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation coming out, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Kind of wild that, first of all, Spider-Man 2 is not going to be on PC for 2 years. Alan Wake 2 an EGS exclusive. Assassin's Creed Mirage only on Uplay, so a little bit of a segmented release in terms of those games on PC, but what can you do? Nonetheless, Helldivers 2 will have a lot of competition if it's coming out the same month as all of those titles, but I do think the game looks great, and I do think a lot of you guys should have your eyes on it, especially if you can get a group of people to pick it up. But that'll do it for me. Again, Call of Duty now all in one place on PC. Go check that out if you're interested. The games are discounted, but by the time you guys are watching this video, the discounts should be done, but they go on sale pretty regularly, so be on the lookout for that. And Helldivers 2 potentially coming out in October. A PlayStation published title hitting day one on PC, so that's something to at least be excited for. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.